YouTube. Let's see, just coming by to do a video. There's been a lot going on. See, probably where I last left off was I was still taking my birth control pills. They were making me kind of crampy, bad attitude, moody. So I was glad when those were over with, and just felt like my body really wanted to cycle. I've never been on birth control pills before, so it it didn't really, I didn't really too much like it. So um, okay, so I didn't too much really like them, but it was nothing to really complain about. So I went, what was it, the day before the 4th of July, I went to Kaiser for an ultrasound. Um, I guess I felt like something was going to go wrong. Like, I don't know, made my appointment. I had this nagging feeling. Double check your appointment, see if, I don't know, you got the date wrong or something. So I double checked it. Um, I never thought to check whether or not they had everything stat, because when I first scheduled the appointment, I was like, it needs to be stat, and they're like, okay, we can do that. So I didn't double check that, which I try to double check everything, because if it's not their health, they don't really care too much about it. So go to Kaiser. I'm asking then, for one, I get there and I asked the receptionist if it's going to be stat, and she's like, it doesn't say it in the system, and it usually takes this amount of time. Mine just the day before the 4th of July, and people don't really like to work anyway, so this was, definitely a day to not do your job. So I'm getting my ultrasound, and I've had, sonograms before, so I know how long they typically last and how they usually feel. This one was too long. Like, I feel she was doing the sonogram for like 10 minutes. I could tell she was taking pictures of the same spot over and over. She was moving, and it was taking forever, to the point to where I was just like, I'm about to ask her just to stop in just a minute. Just like, let's just not do this. Um, so I bear with it. She she stopped after 10 minutes into it, and then she actually started back again. She left, read some results, and came back. And I'm literally freaking out. Like, I'm about in tears, because after a 15-minute sonogram, you really like feel violated. So I'm just like, what the hell? Um, so then I'm asking her about the stat. She's like, oh, well, the doctor's not here, so it's going to take like till Thursday. And I'm like, well, my doctor clearly stated if it can't be stat, then don't do it. And it's, on the thing, it's kind of like a big deal. They bring it up like twice. Um, so it needs to be stat, because they need to tell me the next step. So I'm already pissed off because the sonogram took too long. Then, not to mention, I was already running late because of traffic, and I move a little slow sometime in the morning, so I was all anxious about it. So maybe that had a lot to do with not being too tolerant to getting that done, period. But it did last a lot longer. And, when someone's doing something like that and you feel like they don't know what they're doing, and it's kind of like you're suffering because they don't know what they're doing, I'm just like, this is some bull. So, yeah. So I spend literally the rest of my day trying to contact Kaiser to make sure they get it stat. I called one person, they just didn't do it, never got back to me, nothing. Called somebody else, she said she would do it. I checked on her work, and she did do it. So New Hope ended up getting everything when they were supposed to. The funny thing is they got the ultrasound before they got the blood work. And the blood work, I worked that out. It was stat. That's not that big of a deal. But so where we are now, because of the traumatic experience, I mean, I was literally like crying all day long. I guess my concern was that I guess it just all came to a head. It's like this whole process period. It's like I have health insurance, but they don't cover fertility, and to me, fertility is a big deal. They don't cover it, and then it's like when I do go to them to get procedures done, because I have to, they just don't make it easy for me. Like, I already have to pay for it, but they just, just don't care. I feel. because also with my HIV test, they wouldn't send the results that New Hope needed, so I had to pay for another one. And it's just like I've already, had to get one through Kaiser. Why do I have to get another one? And I have health insurance, so just really crappy I felt. So it all came to a head, and I was just really upset. So after that, of course, with the horrible day that I had with it, my results were fine because I just couldn't see having that, having things go so horribly like that and then not be able to move forward with the process. So everything was good. Actually started Clomid that night. It's time for me to take my Clomid now. It's my alarm's gonna go off. But I started Clomid that night, and Matt couldn't get me my results that day because they came so late. So Danielle ended up just calling me and telling me, and she said Matt would call me Saturday to follow up. So when he called, he said everything looked great. Everything was like textbook good. So he said, I'm doing 5 days of Clomid. Then on day 6 of my cycle, I think it's 6. Either way, I did my first Gonal F shot today, and I'll do another Gonal F on Sunday. And so this morning, doing the Gonal F. My partner is a veterinarian, but I don't know, the thought of her giving me a shot really freaked me out, and it took me like, I guess, 10 minutes to get with it, and she was getting frustrated because it was this little bitty needle, and I've had a lot of shots throughout this process, but just not at home and not with her, so I'm just kind of freaking out. But so she ended up getting it done, and it wasn't that bad, so it's pretty cool. So then I take another shot on Sunday. So can't say I'm looking forward to that, but I'm looking forward to my ultrasound on Monday. And what I have done is I have scheduled an ultrasound with my RE. A lot of people don't like her because they say her bedside manner is a little harsh. I guess I don't really care about her bedside manner. I'm not there for us to be friends, and I understand. I mean, I don't know. I just say that she's good at what she does, and we're not there to be friends. She does her job, but some people want something different. I can understand that, but I just, I guess I don't know. Just wasn't that big of a deal to me. Oh, it scared me a little bit. But so I'm going to her. She's gonna do the ultrasound, and I'm still going to Kaiser for the blood test. So I want to get this done as early as possible on Monday morning. I'm really looking forward to it because we could be in New York soon. So I'm looking forward to that. My partner's going to be able to come with me on Monday because I was really traumatized by the sonogram. I don't know. I was really traumatized though. Like that night, I just kept thinking. I have a fear of sonograms actually with the little tube thing. I just have a fear of that. I don't know. I don't like them at all. And so when they're not short and sweet and to the point, and I don't feel confident in the person, which is the first time this has happened, it's not a good experience. So I'm really glad she's going to be able to come, and I'm really glad I'll be able to do it with somebody who is, gentle and knows what they're doing. She's in and out like that. This woman, it's crazy. Like I really, if I ever find the time, which probably not, if I ever find the time, I will write Kaiser a letter letting them know about this experience because I think they suck, actually. So, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm working on starting my business, and things are going really well. Moving forward, making a lot of connects. I'm excited about that. And I'm also starting school, and I'm trying to get pregnant as well. And I know I'll probably be pregnant really soon, and school being soon, and then I have this full-time business that I'm working on. So I'm gonna be hella busy. So I'm gonna I guess I need to plan for that. I know I need to talk to my partner, make sure she knows I'll be busy, kind of stressed. She's been great with the support for that. So just have to keep juggling everything. And so, yeah, I'm excited about all the new positive things in my life. So I hope everybody else is having a lot of positive as well. It was a long period of negative, and things seem to be getting a little brighter. So thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a blessed weekend.